Hey marketers, welcome to the Marketing Podcast. I'm Camila, your host and founder of Marketing Island Community, helping immigrant marketing students succeed in their career. Ready? Today you meet Rocio, a digital marketing. She had her work permit. She's the process of the work permit, and then today she give few tips for you how you can successful in your career. So, thank you so much for your time. Thank you so much to having you here. We have the cats as well. Introduce yourself, please.
Yeah, thank you for having me here. My name is Rocio. I am from Mexico. And back in Mexico, I studied marketing, traditional marketing, and I worked in trade marketing for around 10 years. That was before I decided to come to Ireland to improve my English and just have the experience of working abroad. 2 years ago, I graduated from my master's degree in marketing here in Ireland, and before I finished, I started working in a B2B startup, which helped me to develop my skills to get the job I currently have as a digital marketing specialist in a B2B tech company.
Oh wow! So then you start your experience starts in traditional marketing, and then now you are in a B2B marketing company.
Yeah, in digital. Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
It's a big change. Yeah.
I can imagine it's really a big change.
Yeah.
So, and I can believe probably loads of members and our audience, they kind of had this, they can have this, the kind of background.
Yeah. Yeah, I guess like there are many people who have jumped from traditional marketing to digital. And I think many people nowadays are doing loads of certifications, and it's very easy, to be honest, like to do the certification, of course. But yeah, like I think you need to be really focused on. Oh, sorry, no problem. This is falling down. I think you really need to be focused on what you really like and what you really want, because probably, like for some people, digital is not as interesting as traditional and vice versa. So it is a big jump, but I think nowadays people have the chance to do it.
Yeah, definitely. And for you, have you seen, as you had experience with the traditional marketing, do you think when you start in the digital marketing, what you learned in the traditional marketing was helpful to you at some stage to, I don't know, maybe to do something else, to have more knowledge about something?
Yeah, to jump. So I think because when I was working in Mexico, I had a senior position. So I think the skills I showed to get a digital marketing position here was my transferable skills. Mm-hmm. So as senior, I needed to be like organized. I was managing people, and I think this helped me. Also, I like to be updated. So when I came here and I saw digital was the bomb, I was like, okay, what I need to do in order to succeed. So I checked what's in the market, what job recruiters were looking for, a marketeer, and I asked like friends and family who had a business and were managing social media if they could allow me to do it for them like for free in order for me to develop my skills.
Well
so
done.
I was really focused. Like before even I started my master's, I think I knew what I wanted. And this helped me a lot to apply my skills that I was learning in the courses and certifications in a real life.
Wow, that is great. Well done, you.
Thank you.
So I have a question. Well, I have a couple of questions for you. How did the work visa in Ireland influence your career planning?
So it is a big change, and because I am from Mexico, before I got the opportunity to get the sponsorship, I didn't know if I really wanted to go back to Mexico, because when I started in B2B, which is completely different to B2C, I was like, I really like it. I like way more than B2C. And I am like, I don't think there are many opportunities in B2B in Mexico. And I knew I wanted to stay here in Ireland, here in Europe. So having the opportunity to get the sponsorship is like, I can see in long term where I am going to. And even if I move to another country or I go back to Mexico, it's like I can work for a foreigner company and still working in B2B. But my plans are, I know now, is like long term to stay here in Ireland, and my skills are more, of course, than before.
So basically, when you have, maybe she wants your water.
Yeah, right.
You have your water, baby.
Yeah.
Probably, when you decide, when you see the possibility to have a work permit here in Ireland, basically what I can see, you have to kind of make everything fit for you can achieve that, isn't it? Because you have to thinking, okay, I come back to my country or not? Can I do it or not? Like,
Yeah, exactly. Like always having like a backup plan in case something didn't happen. But the thinking for me was like, I'm gonna stay here. Because this is what I really want to, and I'm gonna fight for it because this is what I really want to, and there is no chance for me to quit. Quit is not a word for me. So I think determination was something that people need to have in order to achieve their goals and to know what people really want. If you are a bit confused, maybe you are not gonna go. Yeah, you are not gonna achieve your goals.
yeah, and I think what you said is true, and cause that is so important. You doing a really good planning. If you really want your work permit, what I can say it is doing plan. How can you achieve
Ahead.
that?
Yeah.
Create goals. Create maybe micro goals, isn't it?
I think so, yeah, because you know what? I feel like sometimes we are harsh on ourselves, and it's like we set up huge goals, which sometimes is quite difficult to get them, and you can get frustrated. But it's like, as you said, if you set micro goals, and it's like, okay, this is a winning for me. For example, if you have the chance to do it even for free, to manage a social media account or whatever for a business, this is a goal, because maybe like you just on yourself, because you don't have a business, you didn't have the opportunity. But if you ask a friend or a family member to help you, this is gonna help a lot. Like micro goals, and have a clear vision of what you want. I think planning ahead. So I started checking the job market like 2 years in advance, 2 years before I signed up for my master's degree here in Ireland.
Okay. So, maybe one more. So, before getting my work permit, I felt like, I had a timer in my head. Do you know, like Squid Game? Have you watched Squid Game?
Yeah.
I felt exactly,
tick, tick, tick.
yeah. I
Yes.
felt exactly like Squid Game, because, like, basically, you thinking, I have to achieve that now, and then I have to do something. Okay, I just have 6 months here.
Like what's next? What's next?
What
And
I have to do.
always going after the next
Always,
goals. Yes,
always.
yes, that's true. Like, to be fair, in this job, I just apply. I didn't know they were gonna give me a sponsorship, but yeah, again, like in my head was like, okay, if I don't get it, I'll go back to Mexico, no problem. But within me was like, how come I'm not gonna get it? Many people have got it. Like, I am capable. I know I am smart. I like learning and developing my skills. Like, why I'm not gonna be able to get it if other people have got it? So yeah, but definitely there is a timer, like tick, click, click,
Isn't
click,
it?
click, click. Yeah.
I'm glad
The
you
timer-
understand what I'm
yeah,
talking.
Yeah, definitely, yes.
So, what were the biggest challenge before getting your first job in marketing here in Ireland?
Oof. There were a few, yeah. Firstly, the language barrier, of course. So back in Mexico, when I quit my job, I was in a senior position and I started over. So the language barrier, the visa, because I cannot get a European passport like other people just because of their family. I can't. So I remember when I just arrived to Ireland, I applied with my previous experience as a trade marketing. And recruiters could call me like for an interview. But when I told them like I need a visa, they were like, oh, I'm sorry. So this was a big challenge. Then the language, then my mindset, that your mindset can be the biggest challenge you can have. So I think what I learned through all these years is to work in your mindset, like, because you are your own limitation. If you think you can do it, you're right. If you think you can't do it, you're right as well. So it depends on you, basically.
Yeah, that is a great point. And just so you know, we have one episode with a psychologist. So exactly cause this topic, because if you are not prepared. Oh,
He was like, look at me.
Please talk to me. Yeah. Soon I introduce you, she and Lou, okay? But not now. So yeah, if you don't work with your mindset to get strong, and when I say strong, that no means if you feel down, you are not strong enough. It's not about that.
No.
What I'm talking it is, if you are not really trying to be okay and understand, it's challenging, it's hard, but I do that. It would be possible if so many people they had achieved that, why I can't? So you can.
Yeah.
So then that is a great point.
Yes. Also, I think sometimes people are very harsh. At least I was being so harsh on myself for the same reason, because I had a senior position back in Mexico. I come to Ireland and I started working. I started working in a coffee shop, which has no anything wrong. It's just like basically it was my ego and my mindset. Like, how come you be in a senior position now you are starting over? So this is what you need to learn, how to train your mindset to not be harsh on yourself and being empathetic. Like, this is just a process. This doesn't mean I'm going to stay here all the time. This is just like a process, my learning curve, because I was learning English by that time. So understand that it's just like a time. That's it.
Yeah, and then I understand you completely, because when I start, when I start here, I didn't speak English, and then I was basically I wasn't able to order coffee, and then the unique work that I had for me was just work as a cleaner, and no problem at all.
Yeah,
but
no problem at
I'm
all,
not a cleaning professional. Do you know?
Exactly.
I was terrible to clean my house at home.
Exactly. Back in Mexico, it's like, I never cleaned my house. How come do you want me to clean here? Yeah, exactly.
But of course, if we need, I was the best cleaner. You can eat.
Exactly.
After I clean, you could eat on the floor. You can put your food on the floor because it was so clean.
That's the mentality, exactly. It's like, whatever job I'm going to do it good. I'm going to do it well, because it's the way you are. You are like, it's just like how you see yourself.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So would you be okay talking about if you ever felt like quitting? And what was the hardest time for you at work? Like, any problems with your job or getting a work permit?
Well, getting the work permit initially, yeah. But that was before I did my master's degree. After, even in the startup, they told me like, yeah, we are going to sponsor you, and now they are going to sponsor me. But quitting, no.
Hold on.
Yeah.
I know how happy we feel when when you see, when you have a yes. It's because so many no's.
You feel more relaxed. Exactly. Yeah. After so many no's, it's like never stop knocking the doors. One door is gonna open for sure. If you really want it, one door is gonna open. If you really want that. If you don't want to stay, if you internally don't want to stay in Ireland, not in Ireland, but in a foreign country, or achieve whatever goal you want to, you won't be able to do it. Difficult situations at work. I think still English. Like nowadays days, I'm working with Irish people. Not all of them are Irish, but many of them. And sometimes they speak so fast, and for me it's like, can I put subtitles on to understand it?
I can imagine. But can I tell something to you? For example, your communication, it's great. And then sometimes I think we put so much pressure in ourselves.
Yes.
Because I had all the time, all the companies that I worked, I had great time. And then all the time I was more criticizing myself than my colleagues.
Exactly.
Always they said to me, I can understand you. It's fine. It's great.
Exactly.
Your English is perfect.
Yeah.
You are so great, Olga. Thank you so much. It's not great yet. But they're so nice. So then I think sometimes we put so much pressure on ourselves.
Yeah, I think people are really empathetic and they really make the effort to understand you. And again, it's our mindset being so harsh on ourselves, on our English, on our work, on ourselves, generally speaking.
What tips would you give to someone in Ireland who wants to get a marketing job?
I guess it depends. Like, in B2C or B2B, but generally speaking, is like check what you want, what title you want to achieve, and what the skills they are looking for, and develop your skills on that, work on that, and focus on that, and you will get it. I think is that, and of course, super basic, work on your mindset. This is very important.
Yeah, if you are not okay here, it'll be hard for you physically and definitely. Properly doing everything that you want to achieve, isn't it?
Yeah.
So then take care about your mindset, okay? Mm-hmm. Next, we go for the second block. But before we go to the second block, please introduce. Jesus.
I can introduce myself.
Please share with our audience how they can find you, like tell about yourself, like which links, where, if you have any project, if you have your own business. So it's your time.
Okay, you can find me on LinkedIn as Rocio Ochoa Aparicio. At the moment, I don't have any project, but like to keep developing my skills in B2B, because I think this is a never-ending learning. But I think I do have a plan for the future, but I can't say much at the moment. But yeah, on LinkedIn you can find me.
Now we go to the second block. We have a game. The game called Answer or Eat. Are you ready, Rocio?
I was born ready.
I love this woman. Okay. I make to you 2 questions.
Yeah.
One of those questions you have to answer. And another question you can eat. You can decide don't answer and then eat. Okay? But what do you eat? You don't know.
Okay.
Surprise.
Oh my God. I prefer answering.
No. Okay, let's go. So then, before you decide, you have to show to your camera if you answer or you eat, okay?
Okay.
So then, I tell you the 2 questions and for you decide first.
Okay.
First question. Did you have any funny situation related to Irish work culture that caught your attention? First question. Second question. Have you ever felt like people or a company don't really care about diversity? And even if they say they do on the website, share a specific example. Okay, let's go. So then, first question, Rocio. Did you have any funny situation related to Irish work culture that caught your attention? Will you eat or answer? Show to our audience.
I think I'm gonna answer.
Okay. Tell me more.
So I really like Irish work culture because I think it's so relaxed and easygoing compared to other cultures. But sometimes I can have a German side. And I think Irish and German doesn't mix together. So, for example, today, I am working because I'm working in B2B, I work primarily in ABM, which is account-based marketing. And what I need to do is work hand in hand with salespeople. They are going to an event and they need me to create their links for their meetings, etc. But to create their landing pages and meetings, they need to create their own link. So I sent a Slack saying specifically the requirements I need for them to be able to create their personal links. Yeah. And my colleague, who is Irish, she read the Slack and she was like, Rocio, you were like she did this move. And I am like, what this means? Like, I don't know. It's like, you know what you want. But doing this, you know what you want, what you need to be able to do your job. And it's like, people needs to follow processes. If you don't follow processes, eventually it's going to be worse for me because I'm not going to be able to find the data I am looking for after the event. So it's like I send Slack and I send if you have questions, you can find it here. If you don't know how to do this, you can find it here. All the information. And she was like, yeah, you are
straight to the point.
Yeah, and I was like, was I harsh? I don't want to sound harsh because Irish people are more like, could you please help me? And going around the bush. And I am more direct, taking my German side. So I think it's not a tense situation, but it's I think in my mind, things need to be done in some way, following processes. So, yeah.
Took for me about 3 months for I understand, so things can be more relaxed, more quiet. I don't have to rush too much. Yeah, I understand what you said. Okay, so then next question.
Oh my God.
Have you ever felt like people or companies don't really care about diversity, even if they say they do on the website? Will you answer or will you eat?
What I am gonna eat? I want to know. I don't know. I am curious to know what's that.
Okay, close your eyes.
Oh no. Okay. Oh my God.
You can't see.
No.
The audience, they know.
Okay.
They know what it is. It's not cat food. Don't worry.
Okay.
Put your hands here. Yeah.
What is this?
Put your mouth and eat.
What is this? Lettuce? No, it's not lettuce.
No.
It's like a leaf, like a green...
Flowers.
Okay.
Edible flowers.
Okay, nice.
Here.
I mean, they are okay, huh?
Uh-huh. It's exactly to eat.
Are they eatable?
Yeah, they're eatable.
Oh, okay.
It's, normally they put those flowers on restaurants, in the dish.
Oh,
so,
okay.
Yeah, it's nice.
Oh, okay, funny, yeah.
If you want, that will be your snack for tonight.
Healthy and
healthy. We are Marketing in Ireland community, help immigrants, marketers, and students succeed in their career. Join our community. It's completely free and always will be free. If you are looking for exclusive content and the opportunity to meet me with few events, consider upgrade to the Pro membership. Detail can found in the description. A special thanks for this SCWA to assisting students in finding the best university and Dagda Visual for their support in recording this podcast. So if you are looking for digital marketing service, talk to them. Now we go to the exclusive content. The exclusive content will be exclusively for the Pro members. As I said to you, if you want to know more, the link is in the description. Let's go for the third block and the last block with Rocio. Rocio. I like when you say that, Rocio. Like looks caliente.
Yeah.
Up next, exclusive content for pro members. Join now to access all our special content and workshops. Just become a pro member, scan the QR code. See you there!